I'm Miss Katie, licensed marriage family therapist and school counselor, and today I wanted to give you a framework for helping kids cope. I'm talking to a lot of parents these days who are sharing with me that their kids are um, getting really upset more than usual, maybe shouting and yelling, being disrespectful, or being more defiant than they usually are, or having meltdowns, more meltdowns or bigger meltdowns than usual. And these are all signs that a child is needing help coping. And so I wanted to give you a framework which I call the 3 F's, which is the facts, the feelings, and the fix. So the facts and the feelings means really putting words to what the child is experiencing. The facts are what is happening at that moment, and the feelings are what the child is feeling at that moment. And the fix is what the child can do to handle it or make it better. So let me just give you a possible example of how you might do this. If your child is having a meltdown and just super upset and screaming about the computer, the Zoom not working, and that they're like hate distance learning, they don't like it, and this is awful. The way that you could step in and help them would be first pause and take a breath yourself and check how you're feeling, because you're probably maybe frustrated or feeling stressed if you're having to do your work and this is really inconvenient. And so if you go in with that energy, you first want to stop and take a breath, acknowledge how you feel, but really just make sure you're coming in with an energy and a tone that's going to be helpful. So the first thing that helps kids handle things is what we call putting words to what they're experiencing, or name it to tame it. And that gives them a sense of control and helps them then self-regulate. It helps them, one, be aware of what's happening, and two, have some understanding, and then two, be able themselves in the future to express it and put words to it, or then to talk about it. So how you might do this would be to say, I see that the computer isn't working, and the Zoom or the internet isn't working, and the Zoom is not happening, and that you're really feeling upset and frustrated. And I know that must be stressful. Then what you can do is move to the fix. And the first part of the fix might be helping the child calm down. And so a good thing to do is, if you know some strategies already, to suggest to them the ones that work for them. If you haven't set up with your child some ways to calm down, then at some point in time you want to do this with them when they are calm. So it might be taking some breaths. A lot of children, moving helps them, so it might be getting them to move. Body ways to calm down, like taking a breath, walking and get a drink of water, tend to be really helpful. Words aren't really that useful when a child's really upset as a calming technique. The second part of the fix is once they're calm, to then talk about what you can do to make it better. So with the internet being unstable, if that was the situation, maybe there's some, you can problem solve around that, or just problem solve around how to handle that in the future, which might just be calming down. So another example is if your child is saying, like, I'm sick of you guys, I just like don't want to be here anymore, I don't want to hang out with the family. A way to handle that would be first to put words to the experience and feelings. So you would say, I know that you're wanting to spend time with your friends and that it's hard to be at home. And I know that it's that you miss your friends and you're feeling bad about that. And I understand that. That's hard. And then to talk about how to handle it. If they are needing to calm down, take some breaths before they talk about it, you want to be doing that, or whatever calming technique. But then once they're calm, talk about what you can do. Maybe you can Zoom with your friends, or maybe we can do a social distance skateboarding with friends, or social distance walk. So then to talk about what you can do to make it better. And sometimes you aren't able to make it better, so it's just, how do you handle something that you're not liking? What are some ways of things we could do? And you can brainstorm that. Like maybe it's then to go do something fun that gets them in a better mood for a while. So just remember the 3 F's: the facts, the feelings, because if you name it, you tame it, and that helps kids then be able to get control of themselves, to self-regulate, and also to be able to express how they're feeling, and to then think about what they can do to handle it.